Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. I know normally the bonus game today would be the Squirtle with an E, but I'm starting to do the Monday crossword as well, and I just don't think I have the brain juice today to do the Monday crossword and the Squirtle for videos. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're going to do word peaks as the bonus game. So let's start with peaks. Ooh, that was helpful. The left word ends in S. Let's guess this right word though. What's like a good place for that P though? Kind of having trouble thinking of anything. Maybe reply. Oh wow, reply in 2. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we were down to very few options there. Left word, that didn't help at all. I guess we got some grays. I think I just want to try to get common letters here. How do I do that though? I think I'm going to check for double E. So let's do like, I don't know, would beats be good? Or meets? Let's try meets, like third person conjugation, third person for to meet. Is that a conjugation? Anyway, not double E. I'm thinking about US, but I just can't see it. IS. It's a shame to get reply in 2, and then I'm just going to get stuck on this one. That's all right, I guess. Maybe OS. I can't fill a word here. Can we do E something? I don't see how we're doing EU, EI, or EO, so I don't think so. In terms of vowel, E something, E vowel. That's what I meant. I want to just guess anything at this point. Just get some letters on the board. What's even like available though? I'm lost. What are we doing here? What? I don't see any words. We don't repeat the E. Nexus. Ah, if only I thought of Nexus earlier. All right, I think I could have gotten Nexus. Because meets, I didn't think meets was going to be an answer. I just wanted to get info. I think I even had XEXUS filled out, and I didn't think of Nexus. All right. As a StarCraft player, I'm disappointed that I didn't think of Nexus. Especially one who played Protoss a lot. Anyway, let's move on. All right, let's play Fibble. So each guess has exactly one lie in it. So maybe this E should have been green, or the R should have been gray. We don't know. One of these colors is wrong. So I want to try to think of a word that has an E earlier and then ends in IR, but I think that's a tall order ending in IR. Otherwise, maybe I'll just try an ER word. I think that should be good enough. Let's guess power. Oh, this is the perfect result because we know that there are 2 lies exactly between timer and power. And one of the lies is definitely between these E's, and one of the lies is definitely between these R's. So there aren't any other lies that can involve anything other than the E or the R. So that's like an X-wing, because you can draw an X. Either this E is lying and this R is lying, or this E is lying and this R is lying, and that kind of makes an X shape. So you can call that like an X-wing if you want. Star Wars reference. So either there's an E in the word or an R in the word, but not both. I mean, E is the more common letter. They're both extremely common, but E is the most common letter. And it likes to be at the end. So let's move it to the end and see what happens here. So just really anything that ends in E that uses new letters would be fine. I don't know why I thought of shale. It's just got really common letters. Let's do scale instead. That's a more common word. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that worked out. I think this E is right. What's our lie? Maybe we're like something CA, something E. Or alternatively, sorry, I meant to put X for the something, not S. They're next to each other. Something LA, something LA, something E would be probably more likely. Like blade, for example. Why does that have two lies? Oh, if I have the C not present, I can't put the A in the middle. Okay, that changes things. If I want the A in the middle, I think I need to do CA and then E. Oh, no, I can't do A in the middle. If I do A in the middle, then the C and the L can't be lying, and then that doesn't work. Okay, new plan. We're gonna do C. No, what's my new plan? A L something E, like have. Right, well, obviously there's a lie between this C and this A. Well, maybe not obviously, but there is a lie between the C and the A because they can't both occupy that spot, which means the E's can't be lying here. Which means I did get this right. I'm not surprised at this point I got that right. But E is at the end, which is also correct. It could be cav. Right. That's the lie. So we know all this is true. That's the lie. And that's the lie. Okay. So it's ALVE still. I must be running out of these at some point. Those were the only two I thought existed. Oh, valve. Repeat the V. Okay, cool. Interesting solve there. The lies basically ended up where I thought they would be in each guess, which is interesting. Yeah, so I guessed that the R was the lie, and that was true. I guessed the C was the lie, that was true. I guessed the L was the lie, that was true. And then I knew the E was the lie. Very interesting. Okay, so my instincts were right there. How'd you do on this one? All right, let's play Betweenle. I'm going to start a little bit differently today because I heard that lucky is actually really, really close to the middle, and it can help you get lucky because you're starting with lucky. All right, so if we add 19 and 31, you can see that it does add up to 50% exactly. So lucky is 50% away from the end, and that means it's also 50% away from the start. So it's kind of interesting. Finland was the commenter who told me about that. So what this orange dot is telling us is that our answer is a little bit closer to lucky than it is to the end. 19% of our words are after lucky, and then after our word, 31% of all words are after our word towards the end. So I don't know, around 20% after L. I'm thinking S. Let's try an early S word like Sandy. Okay, so I went a little bit too far. So we probably start with R. R has about 5%. I think I learned that yesterday. R has about 5% of the words. So let's start with like an R-E word maybe. Like, I don't know, I thought of realm. It's probably not the answer, but let's try it. Realm was really close. Okay, so R-E was correct. I almost certainly. We have about 10 to 12 words between realm and our answer, just total, because that's 0.14%. And 0.01% is about one word, but it's actually a little bit less than a word. So RE something. RE, probably not REA. What do I want to do? Like REB, REC, RED, REE? I could do RED. I think that's too far though. That was too far by a lot. Okay, RE could still be REA then. Maybe there's a lot of REA words that I skipped over. Probably. What? I mean, I see reaps. I've never seen a plural or a word ending in S in this game before. It's usually a really common word. But reaps is one of them on the steppings down for sure. Something like reeve. Let's try reeve. Not far enough. REA. So if it's REA, we need to do like a W or an X even, maybe a Y. I don't think that works. So REB then? Like we're really close to REA if we're not REA. I don't like REB at all. REC? Recon? Recon was too far by a lot. Darn. So there's either a bunch of REA, like, after V words. I don't see how that works. Or there's REB word. Or a really a lot of REC words, maybe. Reka... Just before O. Wretch. I'm not seeing it. REB? Rebar. That didn't even move the needle. It's still 0.03. Okay, so we're REB probably? I'm surprised it didn't move the needle at all. It should have. Oh, rebus. No? Too far? Okay, we're definitely REB. I'm using a lot of guesses here. I can't think of this word. What starts with REB that's like a common word? Probably closer to A here, maybe like REBE. REBI. Rebid. Too far. REBE then. Rebet? No. It's usually something really common, but rebel. It was the pronunciation issue of something. Rebel. I mean, I guess you can pronounce it rebel. All right. So I don't have an excuse. I was thinking and then like a 3-letter word is what I was thinking, like rebar, rebid. Okay, cool. Well, I got it in 10. How'd you do? All right, let's play Word Peaks. So don't ask me why, but a computer search told me that polio is a good start for Word Peaks. So let's give that a try. So what this is telling us, this is just cosmetic. This is just fun to click around and play with and lose your timer. So the way this game works is it's slot by slot. It tells you whether the letter you're looking for is earlier or later in the alphabet, closer to A or closer to Z. You can see the keyboard update. So orange means we're closer to Z, and blue means we need to go closer to A. So I'm going to kind of split this P in half here, maybe start with like a W. There's a lot of RST words, though. I'm tempted to start with S. You know, I'm going to gamble. I'm going to start with S and hope that it's actually an R or a T word. And then after this S, we could do an SH. That's about middling. That seems good. Then we need a vowel, O or U. I'm going to go with O, but we might adjust that. What are we ending with? Maybe we could do short. Yeah, short is fine. Okay, we are after S. So I'm going to assume we start with T until proven otherwise. We are between O and H, or H and O, I should say. The only viable thing to put after a T, it doesn't have to be T, but only viable thing is all I, so let's do that. I've got to think of a word that starts with TI, though. Could maybe we end in Y. Does that help? We don't have to start with T in that case. We could do an I. What if we do witty? Oh, this can't be a T, though. Ooh, what can this be? I can't do double L. Ooh, this puts a damper on ending in Y. This doesn't have to be a T, though. So let's erase all of these. What can this be? It can be L. I can't do tipsy. There's almost no overlap here. Can it be double P? What about tippy? Is that a word? It's a word. All right, I'm right about the I, the P, and the Y. So what do we fill here? Well, weird. What do we start with? It's after T. Oh, it's wispy. Ooh, that's a cool word. All right. Got it. And we got our picture here. Very nice. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's do polygonal. We've got an 8-letter word today, and our only repeat is this letter, which appears 3 times. So I'm thinking about LLY at the end. That's just kind of my initial thought. I don't know if that's going to work, but it could be like ST ending in TTY. There's a lot of letters to fill out here. What's like is there like a more obvious thing to end with other than Y? What about RRY? I'm having so much trouble with this one. I can't think how to fill these 3 letters between this repeat. I mean, I think the obvious thing is to make it plural and just end in a double consonant like TTS or something. But it doesn't. We can't do ST in that case though. So maybe PPS, or I don't know. You know what? I don't want to put more thought into this, so I'm going to do a filler. Let's start with robustly, because I thought it might end in LLY. It does end in LLY. Okay, I should have given that a little bit more thought, maybe. I guess it's BL, probably BL. Blah. Or is it like an ollie word? What? Oh, is it like globally? It's globally. Got it. Okay. Didn't need my... I don't think machine would have helped. Would have told me there's an A in the word. That's it. We wouldn't have gotten the G from that. Okay. All right. Globally in 2 with a filler. There were only 10 ordinary words I could have guessed. Devotees, flotilla, globally, newsreel. Oh, I was wondering about EE. I didn't think about EEL. That's interesting. And OOD, OOK, songbook, rosewood, softwood. Interesting. Refugees. I was thinking it couldn't be a vowel, but I've just been proven wrong because most of them actually are vowels there. All right. Stiletto for TTO. That's fun. All right, cool. Well, let's do the mini. Starts and ends with the same letter. River. All right, there's an R, maybe second. Maybe like start and end with T, like trout. Okay, R is not second. There's a U somewhere. It's certainly not the start end. So maybe like a UR here, and then like something here. Or we could put the U here, the UR here. Is it a vowel? I want to just put aura. I want it to be an A, but I can't see it. If this is a word and I'm just not thinking of it, that's annoying. I mean, aria. No, aria is not spelled that way anyway. But there's no I. Was what I was going to say, but that's not even how you spell aria. We're going to the opera. I guess it's not that. Maybe you are here and then like maybe I can just do a plural here. Spurs is a plural. Okay. The UR is correct, not the S. I'm not surprised. I didn't think it would be plural, but I wanted to see where the UR went. Blurb. I don't know why it took me so long to think of blurb, but there we go. All right, got it. Cool. Well, how'd you do on this one? Let's do symbol. I'll start with blaze. Ooh, we could start with B and end in E. I gotta think of a word for that. Binge. Let's try that. I think we do. I think we start with B and we end in GE. So something like budge. Nice. Okay. Very straightforward solve today. Let's do Fusele. In our first guess, we're going to get a lie. I'm going to start with budge here. I think the lie is probably the U, but let's see. We need to repeat a letter here. I'm wondering if we can do an EUE word here. Or no, U. No, I don't think that works. Oh, segue? It does work. Oh, but then we'd have to bring the G as well. Do I want to go for an answer, or do I want to do segue, which will tell me about the lie almost certainly? I think I want to go for an answer. I just want the U, maybe I just want the U out of place here, and I want maybe a UE word. There's got to be something. I got to repeat a letter is the problem. That makes it harder. What letter am I repeating? Preferably the I don't know, preferably a new letter, maybe? I don't know. I can't think of how to repeat a letter here. Okay, maybe all new letters repeating a letter, and we'll just go from there. So something like, I want the T, the R, the N, the S, something like that. Repeating a letter. We could repeat an E. No, if the E is a lie, I need a U. I don't know. Truer. I figured it out. We can do truer. That uses the U, brings in the E, repeats the R, and it's all gray. Okay, well, that's what I thought was going to happen. So we just don't have any of those letters. Okay. I didn't think the T and the R would be gray, but I figured there just wasn't a U, and that was the lie. I don't know, child. Just all new letters. There's an I somewhere. Let's do a repeated I here because we're not going to get. By the way, this twist was that this letter we don't get the color, so there could still be an H. But in this one, we don't get greens, or we don't get yellows. We only get greens or not greens. So I like to repeat the I to find out where it goes. Maybe something like mimic. Doesn't really matter. We're not going to get much info from this. We know there's no C though, so maybe minim. That is a very interesting result there. So we start with M. In this twist, I'm not allowed to guess the answer. I can't guess anything, a real word, but I can guess anything else. But let's try to think what this word is. Wow, minim was like the perfect, other than the answer, was like the perfect guess here. Did not expect that. What are we doing here? This is a vowel, right? Like an O or an A? I have no idea. I have no idea what this word is. Like what? Okay, well let's get the A and the O. Let's do that because I expect the A second. If there's an O, actually if there's an O, I'd like to know if it's there. So let's put the AO in those two slots, and then what consonants do I want to get? Something that would go in the middle, I guess, because I don't think anything goes after an M. So really, I don't care about that. I don't really care about that O there. I want to see what goes in the middle. Oh, it's Maxim. It's Maxim, like the magazine. But let's just get other letters here. The I don't know, the B and the B. Okay, yeah, it's Maxim. All right, got it. Tough word. Very tough word. Could have gotten it second guess though. I had to repeat a letter. Clearly, I should have just tried Maxim. All right, should have known. All right, let's do Don't Wordle. It's thinking of a secret word, and I am trying to avoid guessing it. So we're going to start with kayak. A fourth, I'm usually tempted to undo, but maybe we can figure out the word is first at least. It's really hard to think of, like maybe something like stray, and we just really pray it's not stray. Okay. RA is correct. We're definitely gonna have to start undoing soon, but I'd like to know what this word is. There's still 38 possibilities. We don't repeat the A. I'm thinking about like if we end in like RAN maybe. I bet I could guess KORAN. That's like Koran, right? All right, ORA. The Lorax? Does it accept it? No, darn. What else is ORA? What are we ending in? D? NORAD? No. Oh, moral. The answer is almost certainly moral, or is there another word like that? Should I just run under the assumption it's moral at this point? There's 15 words, but I don't know what they would be. Coral is another option. I could see how many words there are that are like not really words, but maybe end in ORAL, poral. Ooh, it's not moral or coral, so I was wrong. It feels like there should be a word that ends in Z, but I'm thinking of topaz. I should check all the double letters just in case. I'm not going to do the vowels. Dorad. Dorad. Oh, nice. I might be able to win this one. Foraf. I don't know what the answer is. Gorag. Hora. Oh, hey, look at that. I won. I didn't have to undo. The answer was borax. Okay. I may have been able to think of that eventually, but I didn't have to. Nice. And then I still had Corim, Forim, and Moray. I wouldn't have thought of doing the AE ending. That's an eel, right? The Moray eel. All right, cool. Well, those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.